All right, I'm gonna try and keep this short because I am very tired and I need to go to bed. But uh, basically, what we've got today is the brush no longer extends beyond the bounds of the screen, which, that's a nice little thing. Um, I have the logic all implemented for brushes of different shapes as well. Uh, as of right now, it's just going to be vertical and horizontal paddles. But in theory, uh, the logic is there for anything. If I wanted to do like a circle or something, like I could do that. Um, just to demonstrate that, I'm gonna restart the game here. Oh, that's not right. What? Ah, yep. There we go. So yeah, there's a horizontal paddle. I can go around and drop some sand in a horizontal manner. Um, or I guess just for completion's sake, here is the vertical one as well. I've not actually tested this, but look, it works. Yeah. So there's that. Uh, those of you who have watched for some reason previous ones are probably going to notice something weird going on here. Um, I've got a lot more elements. I've done a lot of work with uh, streamlining the process of defining elements and, you know, creating a bunch of elements is I guess, a byproduct of testing the process of creating new elements. So we've got a bunch. Right now, kind of one of my favorites right now is the eater, which basically just goes in random directions and then it eats stuff that it comes across. It doesn't have any, like, it doesn't reproduce or anything. It literally just eats anything besides other eaters. Otherwise, we got, like, you know, oh, there's some sand down there. Oh, look, it's turning into glass. Wow, crazy, right? And then I can pour water over it and it turns into stone. And then I can put a little heater block over here and it'll all turn into steam. And then I can put some ice up here and then that'll turn back into water. So we got some like interaction kind of stuff. I got like, let's get a bunch of water in here and then some oil. And the oil is gonna, you know, because water is, I guess, denser than oil or something, it's gonna go to the bottom and the oil is gonna go to the top. So most of this, these kind of interactions have been pretty easy to do thanks to the new system. Uh, it's still gonna take some work, but it's in a place now where I feel relatively happy with it for the time being. Um, and yeah, these text labels are a little jank, uh, you know, fairly clearly, I think. But they are only temporary and they only work in when I compile in debug mode. And so if I were to build this for release, then those just wouldn't be there. Um, or it might crash or something. I don't know. It might just not let me. Um, but yeah, that's just for making testing easier. That's what I have. Uh, the goal, obviously, is eventually to have these things all be properly labeled. Um, and that would be nice. I'm also I've been doing a lot of work to uh, decouple my all the logic that I have built for the game from uh, the particular, I guess you would call it an engine framework, whatever you want to call it. MacroQuad. I'm using MacroQuad, um, and I'm starting to think about uh, potentially trying to port this thing over uh, in a way that hopefully should be pretty easy because all of the logic should be self-contained enough that I could essentially just plug it into a different system and it would work. Uh, just because there are small random things here and there that I feel like I'm being kind of limited on just by purely by virtue of the framework I've chosen. But for getting it set up and to this point, it's actually been really nice. It's basically exactly what I needed. Um, so no real complaints, just kind of you know, you gotta outgrow it eventually, I guess. Um, or maybe I just don't even know how to fucking use the thing. And that's also very possible that there's just more to learn about it. Um, in fact, almost certainly the case. Um, anyway, I'm kind of rambling. That was the big thing, basically, is just the brush, and then you know the all the new elements that I have are um, just kind of a demonstration, I guess, of the fact that there's a nice system in place now, mostly. Um, one problem that I'm having right now. So I've got this clear, right? So that's just clear the screen. But I also have this random one, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And oh, I think I completely disabled it because what it would do before is each time you click, um, nothing would appear to happen, but the game would progressively get slower and slower and slower, which I don't know what that means, but um, yeah, there's still definitely some kinks to work out there. Uh, and otherwise, yeah, that's about it. If you have like managed to watch this entire thing, um, thank you. Uh, I know there's obviously not many of you, but uh, this has been like, this is what I have been spending most of my time on recently. And I'm quite proud of it. And uh, I just, like, I want to keep going. Like, every single waking moment, I'm basically thinking about this thing. Um, so anybody who cares enough to like listen to me ramble about this shit and show it off, I really appreciate it. Like, that is uh, fucking amazing. Oh, that's not right. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that random one entirely because that just should not be there. Anyway, thank you again, and goodbye.